Yo, it's your boy Primo. I'm back with another one. Biggest lies that no one would tell you about money, part two. This part two. I had to make another one because I see I got a lot of interaction with the first one. So on this one is part two. So biggest lies about money that no one will tell you. Okay. Now this one is gonna hit harder. So the biggest lies about money that no one will tell you is I know it's a lot of analogies out here like this one. Pray and everything will get better. Now I know this is a touchy subject when we talking about religion and all of that stuff, and I'm not going against religion or any of that. I'm just saying that God is not coming to save you, and I know people can agree with me on this, and some might not agree with me. But God is not coming to save you. He is not going to drop $1 million in your bank account. So that's what I mean. The biggest lies about money that no one will tell you. They were gonna always tell you, pray, it'll be all right. Just pray about it. Which you should pray about it. I'm not saying you shouldn't pray about it, but God, you gotta meet God halfway. So if you don't meet him halfway, then he not just finna make it's billions of people in the world. Why is your prayer the one that's gonna get answered out of everybody that's praying? So that's a lie that a lot of us fall for. Just pray about it. Everything's gonna be okay. Go to church, and things of that sort. Which you should do all of those things. I'm not saying nothing about I have a a grapevine with the man above, but you have to meet God halfway. So you're not gonna drop $1 million in your bank account. So that's some stuff we have to figure out. He woke us up this morning, you know, amen. But we have to figure out our financial stability or our financial position that we want to be in. So that starts with a lot of things. Me, I have a conversation with my brother Weezy all the time about this type of stuff, as far as financial literacy and just financial talk. And we always say, if you don't have no talent, you don't have any business idea, not business oriented, or don't want to be an entrepreneur, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be, you should always resort to credit. Credit will take you a long way, guys. And I don't want to be the guy on here that's just always talking about credit or always talking about financial stuff like I have everything figured out, which I don't. But I do make a decent amount of money, guys. I make a decent amount of money, and I just want my followers to smarten up. You know, credit will definitely put you in a better position financially. And it's another lie about money and financial and credit that they tell you is pay your credit cards or pay anything on the first. That's not all the way a lie, but it is a lie, because you could pay your credit cards or anything involving that on the first, but that doesn't mean that it's going to report perfect every time. What you need to focus on is your statement date. But we'll say that for another topic. So yeah, man. Yeah. On a side note, I want to discuss entrepreneurship, because this kind of is a touchy subject when it comes to entrepreneurship. Some people feel like it's hard. Some people feel like I have a 9 to 5. It's kind of hard for me to, commit to entrepreneurship on top of maybe having a family, having kids. I got a daughter, so I understand how tough it could be, but at the same time, if we was to get robbed today, we will call the police. Not me, but me, I'm under a different set of rules than you guys. But we would do everything to protect ourselves, right? We would call the police. We maybe some people would defend themselves, right? But we will work a 9 to 5 and they automatically taking taxes out of our checks before we even see it. So basically highway robbery, from the money that you worked hard for you and your family, they taking it right out of your check before we see it. So that don't make sense to me when it's people like Donald Trump that paid like $1,000 in taxes. This is documented. He paid $1,000 in taxes. So why would I keep letting these people, get over on me, which is not intentionally because it's so-called legal. It's so-called legal, right? So-called legal. Make sure y'all go get my legal slavery shirt too, because this is exactly why I made this shirt on www.hellraiserapparel.com. It's called legal slavery, and this is one of those legal slavery moments. That's why I created the shirt. That they could just do what they want, and taxes is one of those things. Like they're really getting money off of the poor, man, when it comes to taxes and stuff like that. So we just gotta smarten up, guys. And opinions in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, guys. I'm going to be posting more content about just talking about life, whatever. It don't just have to be about financial things. I could just, be showing my life, showing, what I do for a living and things of that sort. And I can't wait to connect with you guys, man. Happy holidays. It's your boy Primo. Peace.